morning, one and all. I am Guru Raj, lecturer in chemistry PG department, Government Science College, Assam. My dear students, today I will discuss a topic, battery and its classification. You all heard the name battery. Then what do you mean by battery? Battery is a source of energy which is obtained by the conversion of chemical energy from chemical reaction into electrical energy. So battery is a source of energy. Now I will discuss the construction of battery. So construction of battery involved a container, which is a container in which ionic solution is filled. Ionic solution is filled, in which in this container we will drop two electrodes. Which consists of two electrodes. One is anode, another one is cathode. So in this, anode acts as negative charge and cathode acts as positive charge. In this electrochemical cell, two electrodes are consist. One is anode, another one is cathode, in which anode possesses negative charge and cathode possesses positive charge. This is for electrochemical cell. So this container consists of a separator. This is a separator. So in this container we are having a ionic solution. In this, these ions will conduct ions between the electrodes. So this electrode, anode, oxidizes and liberates electrons. So anode electrode oxidizes and liberates electron. Meanwhile, this electrode cathode gets reduced, which gains electrons. By this, oxidation reduction reaction simultaneously takes place. That's why we call it as this one as a redox reaction. So in this phenomenon, a battery produces electrical energy. When we connect it through externally, if we fix it here bulb, the electrical energy will move from cathode to anode, because in this electrode, anode gets oxidizes, means which loses electron. Electrons having negative charge, so that this electrode having negative potential. So electrode potential we can calculate how much of voltage we can get from the battery. By this, we are having a formula E cathode minus E anode. So E cathode means electrode potential developed between metal and its metallic ion. You have some values, and also E anode means electrode potential developed between this anode and this electrolytic solution. By differentiating E cathode minus E anode, we will get some electrode potential of a cell which comes in volts. Let us discuss classification of batteries. My dear students, batteries are classified into two types. One is primary battery, secondary battery. So in primary batteries, or we can call it as non-rechargeable. It means it is for single use only. The cell reactions are irreversible. Which means if we take a battery, clock battery like dry cell, Leclanché cell, so once we use their chemical energy completely, further it cannot be produced electricity, or we may not recharge it again. That type of batteries we call it as primary batteries. Primary batteries are the batteries we can use only one time of its energy. We cannot regenerate again. So that type of batteries are primary battery. For example, dry cell, or we can call it as Leclanché cell. In secondary batteries. So what do you mean by secondary battery? Secondary batteries are the batteries in which they are rechargeable, which means the electrochemical cell reactions are reversible, or we can call it as for repeated use. How can we use Once the chemical energy converted into electrical energy, we can charge it. After charging, that oxidation reduction reaction simultaneously takes place. Once we oxidize, that all chemical reaction converts into chemical energy, that chemical energy converts into electrical energy. This cycle begins in secondary batteries. So once this chemical potential is average 80%, these secondary batteries may use further and further. For example, lead acid battery and nickel cadmium batteries. These batteries are rechargeable. We can use more and more times by using some here H2SO4 is used as a solvent here, and nickel cadmium battery also a secondary battery. So these are two types, primary battery and secondary batteries. Let's discuss lithium ion batteries. Lithium ion batteries are the secondary batteries. We already heard about that. So lithium ion batteries was first proposed by Whittingham in 1970. The scientist Whittingham first proposed the lithium ion batteries. So in this, Whittingham made that batteries anode as lithium metal and cathode as titanium disulfide. So in these anode and cathode reactions, that battery shelf life will be more. So in this lithium ion batteries, lithium is lightest metal and it also having very high standard reduction potential. Standard reduction potential is about minus 3.0 volt. So lithium having highest reduction potential value, that is minus 3.0, it will acts as an anode and titanium disulfide acts as an cathode. So this battery is made by Whittingham in 1970. Let us move on to silent features of lithium ion batteries. So what are some features? High working voltage. So lithium ion batteries generate high working voltage and again high inherent capacity. Then high energy density. Along with wide operating temperature, it will operate the minus 40 degrees centigrade to plus 80 degrees centigrade. And also these batteries are having very lightweight. Then it has a long shelf life, like approximately around 8 years. So lithium ion batteries, as you can see in cell phones, mobile phone battery, they are all made by lithium ion batteries. This is about the lithium ion batteries and their silent features. Let's discuss some characteristics of batteries. So characteristics of batteries involve type, voltage, capacity, temperature dependence, service life, physical requirements and power density. So these are all some characteristics of battery. So while choosing any battery, we have to look out these characteristics. So first of all, first one, type. We have to know which type of battery it is. First one is primary or secondary. We have to look back. We are taking a battery, that battery is whether primary or secondary. We already know primary batteries are non-rechargeable, that reactions are irreversible. But secondary batteries are rechargeable and reactions are reversible. So if you take any batteries, we have to choose type, whether primary or secondary. This is one of the characteristics. Let us move on. Voltage. So if you consider any battery, we have to know their voltage, theoretical voltage. That may be calculated by electrochemically. EMF of a cell equals E cathode minus E anode, which means if we consider any battery which consists of anode and cathode, where anode oxidation takes place, cathode reduction takes place, we can also write E reduction minus E oxidation. By this calculation, we can get that particular voltage of that battery. Next, capacity. So the capacity of a battery depends upon the quantity of electricity involved in an electrochemical cell. So which may be denoted by Q equal to XNF. So here X means number of moles of reaction. Number of moles of reaction. N means number of electrons. F means Faraday constant. So heat capacity means the electricity involved in an electrochemical cell. So this is not measured always in moles, but it is measured in mass, that may be written as so MR means here molecular mass. Let us move on to temperature dependence. So we already know that temperature is directly depends on rate of reaction in kinetics. In this battery, if you increase the temperature of the electrolyte, suppose electrolyte temperature is increased, these ions will exhausted or decomposed, or if you decrease the temperature, these ions will freeze out and movement of ions will be decreased, so that conducting of ions decreasing, so electrical production will be decreased. So that if you increase the temperature high or if you decrease the temperature, it will freezes. If you increase temperature, it will exhaust their ionic solution. In these two conditions, we cannot self-life a particular battery, primary or secondary. For this, we have to use a moderate temperature. Next characteristics is service life or cell life. We call it as cell life. So, if you take primary battery, its cell life is only 1. We cannot rechargeable. But if you take secondary battery, it is rechargeable. So, how much times it will be rechargeable? So, its capacity of electrolytic solution about less than 80%, it will be rechargeable again and again. Around 500 to 1000 times we can rechargeable until its capacity will be 80%. Next, move on to physical requirements. So, if you take any battery, that battery is made by some weight, it must possess some weight and locations of anode and cathodes and its dimensions. So, these things are physical quantities which must possess to rebuild any battery, which is also one of the characteristics. And power density. So power density is also one of the characteristics of battery. Power density means the power derived per unit volume or weight of a battery, which is measured by in grams, or it is measured by gram. So these are all some characteristics of a battery. So type, voltage, capacity, temperature dependence, service life, physical requirements, power density, these are all characteristics while choosing any batteries.